know. And she says that she doesn't understand marriage because people should just be single, or people should just be dating for their entire youth, because, you know, why are they in a hurry? Well, the reason they're in a hurry is because they want to feel like they belong. They want to feel like they have someone out there who cares for them to such an extent that they're willing to sign a legal document that binds them to them forever. That's an amazing thing. It's a powerful thing to have someone who's willing to dedicate their life to you. And anyone who's not willing to dedicate their life to you might be a waste of your time. Anyway, so I knew someone who was in a 7-year relationship, and they waited 7 years before they got married. And then they finally got married, and their marriage lasted a shorter time than my marriage. That's why I say I'm speaking from experience. They lasted like 1.5 years or 2 years. I lasted 5 years. Okay? And the reason I got divorced is because I was miserable, but you know, that's in my other videos. I was miserable in the relationship, so I just decided to move on. And then shit happens. Okay, so anyway, and then she says, you know, you should wait till you're like 50, or she thinks it's a good idea to wait till you're 50 or 60 to finally settle down. First of all, not everybody lives till they're 50 or 60.
I address applies to people my age, like 20s, mid-20s, late 20s. There's such a big pressure on girls and guys to like hurry up and settle down and whatever else, and I just do not feel that way. But the way I look at it is, if you're theoretically gonna be with that person forever, why do you need to get married like now? Why can't you get married when you're like 60? That's kind of cute. My aunt got married for the first time when she was 52. That shit was fucking awesome.
But secondly, so you're suggesting that they die alone there. But secondly, do you know how many eligible bachelors there are at that age? Like how many truly eligible? And when I say truly eligible, I mean like they're sane upstairs, like they're fucking potentially compatible with you. There's like 0. And the reason there's like 0 is because all the good ones are taken by the age of 50 because they're not dumbasses who have shitty opinions on marriage. And they decide, okay, I want to start a life with someone. I want to have a very, very awesome, long life with someone. Really invest in them. It's almost like Jenna Marbles is, like, this is almost comparable. It's almost like Jenna Marbles is saying, just have random ass jobs and don't build a career or anything till you're like 50.
I have a lot of respect for people that are together for like 10 years or 15 years and then they're like, hey dude, you wanna fucking get married? You already got a couple kids. Because to me, what's important is having that commitment. You don't need a ring, you don't need a dress, you don't need any of that. It's all kind of like symbolic of the commitment, but you can certainly have the commitment without all of that. And that leads me to the next thing I want to talk about. I think that many girls in particular have really lost the idea of what a fucking marriage is about. It's not about fucking flowers and your ring and your dress and your hair and your makeup and your fucking everything. It's about the person that you love that you're making a commitment to, and the fact that your friends and family are there to be witness and celebrate and be fucking happy. That's it. You want to spend all your money on your wedding? That's fine. But what I do have a problem with is when people fucking spend all this money on a wedding that they don't have. Oh man, I don't have a job and I'm collecting unemployment. You know what I should fucking do? Throw a giant wedding. What the fuck? If having a wedding is gonna throw you into debt and you want to be with this person forever, why can't you just wait a few years until you can afford it? And a lot of people have parents that want to pay for their wedding, and that's cool, but that doesn't mean that you should just fucking do it just because someone's paying for it. My parents can afford to buy me a cookie the size of my room. Does that mean I should eat it? No, dude, I get fucking sick. And again, just my opinion, I don't know how many of you have like sat down and had a real conversation with your parents about who's paying for your wedding. Not once has this ever come up as the topic of conversation. I don't think I would ever want someone to pay for my wedding or part of my wedding. Fuck that noise. I think if it's my choice of who I get to marry and when I get to get married and what I want everything to be like, I can fucking pay for it if I want to. All you gotta do is show up. I got a fucking open bar. That's what I spent my money on.
Marriage is practically a career in the sense that it's something that grows over time. You know, the gifts just keep growing and growing. You have children and they have children. And if you're for some reason a fucking immortal like Jenna Marbles, that your children's children will have children. You know? It's a beautiful thing, getting married young, because you get to live out your whole life with someone. And Jenna Marbles is shitting all over marriage. I mean,